Oh shit, y'all give me a phone for see what going on. Come. Hey guys, morning. A good, great morning to all who tuned in to the realest thing coming out of Guyana. So I'm feeling the vibes these couple of days, and I've been doing my recommended half an hour of cardio. So I'm back on this morning. I'm going to start nice and slow with an hour, just for what I've been missing out on. What's going on with you? What's going on in your life? Guyana's winning. Amazon Warriors winning. A lot of winnings. What going on? What you got today? Just give me the phone. Yeah. So what's going on in your life? A lot of winning going on all about the place. So I'm a couple of minutes in. I'm using a resistance about 12 on this piece of machine, and it's got a timer. 3 minutes actually. Jesus Christ. What's going on with you? Where are you at? What are you doing? Stay up here. Chandra, good morning. Michael Passad, good morning. B. Pat, good morning. So what's hot and what's not this morning? I know what if you let them Warriors fans going crazy? Yeah. And there's a fitness program with fitness trainer Coel Marks. So you guys should be looking at that. Taboo Morning. You guys should be looking at that program. I'm going to be in the program soon. Az is going to be everybody's going to be making guest appearances, because Coel is working on health and wellness, and also mental health issues with men. Yeah, those are two of the things that he's working on. So this morning you could call in, give your take. What's going on in your life? What can we do, or you do, Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother. I see you on the machine there working out. That's a good thing to do. I guess you're working on your health a little bit.
I've always been. I've been on a diet for the longest while. I watch what I eat, except when I'm on the road with the junk food. But they made my thing is protein, a little bit of carbs, some greens. Me food is straightforward food. No interesting food home here.
That's good. Very good. I have a good advice for you. I just want to share it with you for
no problem.
Middle-aged men together. I live in Canada, basically. It's Bobby. I called you a few times. Basically, I was on the same thing, and I lost weight very fast. And what I stay away from is sweet, which is number one. Sweet. Anything sweet. Stay away from that. And if you're using, let's say you're consuming about, in the past, you're consuming 5 pounds food a day. Reduce it to 2.5 pounds. Whatever you want to eat, you could eat, but just 2.5 pounds, from 5 to 2.5. I'm just giving you an average of how I did it. I lost like 35 pounds in about a month, just by cutting down on sweet. Stop sweet, basically. Once in a while, you want to put a taste in your mouth. It's not a bad deal. But I mean, the portion size on a daily intake, cut it down. Whatever you're taking, cut it down in half.
Okay.
And it will work for you. It will work for you. That's my advice. I went through the same thing. My cholesterol started to go up, and all kind of stuff, was going to start to happen. And the best thing is the diet is good. Exercise is very good, but exercise would not bring you there. You need to cut down on your diet.
Well, my thing is not much exercise. It's just my cardio. I ain't no big gym buddy, but it's about cardio for me. Putting in and
maybe is going up.
Feeling fit in the day, because these days I'm feeling down, highly agitated. Maybe it's the food I'm eating.
Cholesterol, that's the beginning of it.
Very moody, yeah.
Diabetics and everything started to flow.
Yeah.
Heart attack, blockage, everything started to flow. As long as you control your cholesterol, you're good to go.
Cool, bro.
Then you're away. Yeah, that's my advice to you, brother. You're doing a good job, and I do appreciate what you do, and keep it up.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for the words of support.
All right, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So what's going on in the world out there? Partner, me don't think anti-man business. They put me numb in there. Are you too early with this Bamsy business? You got a nice picture with you and girl pose up there, your wife nice girl, and you're calling man and ask him all the man, who's the name? Is the wrong man you call this man? So the grinder thing, they're going on crazy. Right? If you see this banner, nice girl we got. And here we ask me, what me name? Early morning. When you hear the voice, you realize the mistake we make. Early morning. You got your wife at home. That's it. Your wife must think something wrong with you, nothing wrong with you. When she watching, he watching another man. What's wrong with this banner? Yeah, guys. So what are you doing? No, it was recommended that I do a half an hour of cardio, and a lot of time when I'm doing my extreme sports, you gotta run, you gotta do this. I might be blowing. When I'm exercising, I'm just in my element. So much more energy. There's so much more going on in my life when I'm exercising. Yeah. Mission, yeah. I might come, yeah. I got something. We're supposed to bring an EKG machine, but I don't think the EKG machine came for St. Cuthbert's mission. So, yeah. So what's hot and what's not? Huh? So we got the Linden. I don't know if I'm gonna be there. I don't know. I'm feeling the vibes. So Raymond the treadmill tells on my knees. Remember, I'm a heavy guy, and all I need to do is get my heart rate up and pumping, consistent for half an hour, maybe an hour. So the treadmill is not my ideal thing. Yeah, according to cardiologists. Well, this is better than doing nothing. According to the Guyanese Critic, riding for an hour is better than walking in your mouth for an hour. Right? So I doing what I got. I mean got treadmill. If you got treadmill, me got treadmill. This is what I got. Right? Good. Yeah. So Amazon warriors somebody come and push in this door, just push it in. Don't lock it before it squeezes the cable. So Amazon warriors win again, and lucky for them, right? Because this has been their life. Win to lose to go down there. And if they win, this is going to be big for Guyana. If they win at home, this is going to be huge for Guyana. That's going to raise morale. If not, we're going to go forward. We're still going to go forward. There's so much things. Guyana is winning on so much fronts. The development, we're losing, a bit in certain areas that we wish it could have been better. Relations, but the president is on the ground working with the people to make it right. So, yeah. Oh. Doris, a good morning to you. Darmin, good morning. Angela, good morning. Shelley, morning. Yeah, it was an interesting game. I haven't gone as yet, but it's an interesting game. So one of our followers, so somebody said, look like the pep talk work. So the president had a good time, an amazing time with the people. And the president forced him to have a smile. Like he didn't want to smile. The president make you smile. The president forced him to smile. So we got one of my followers this morning got some things you want to address. So let's get straight into that.
Yes, morning, sir.
Morning, my brother. You know, when you called me this morning and remind me about the issue and the concern of Amanza. Is Amanza her name?
Yeah.
There's so many Guyanese that look important, act important, try to seem intellectual, but
the substance of the pursuit is
have no substance.
Now, she's talking about the president's pronunciation of Turkey. The Turkish government.
I think you should back up. Not all of our viewers would know what you're talking about. So just let the viewers know.
Recently, the Turkish government, in fact, the Turkish president, Mr. Erdogan, has put in the international domain the official name of his country, or what the pronunciation of Turkey, as in the Turkish language, right? And that pronunciation is very different than how we pronounce Turkey. It's Turkey. But then, Mr. Amanda Desir, who a claim or a title on herself, the shadow minister of foreign affairs. I don't know how you could be a minister or perpetuate this portfolio of a minister of foreign affairs without familiarizing yourself with the current affairs of
here what happened. After a certain level of ignorance is given prominence, it becomes an alternate reality, like the metaverse. So persons like Amanza feels she's above Google. But Google is the #1 search engine because of one reason. It serves humanity well. Someone such as herself, who's mentally slow, who tried to accuse others of being mentally lazy, don't use Google, because she thinks she's bigger than Google.
Or accusation, or just note accusation, or criticism, I should say, has no substance. Because she did not explain to us.
Back away, you're singing blurred up on the phone. Yeah.
She never explained it to me. Right? More so, she never explained how you could run half a half man according to them and make it a whole man, because you think that's a half man. Maybe the man got to be, I don't know if he got amputated 2 legs, them saying they're half man, and they got put down back 2 false legs to get a whole man. I don't know what they mean by that.
Nigel, can I get
definitive explanation for that?
Nigel, can I get half of the just the president's speech? Do you guys have a video of the president's speech alone? Yeah. Please try to get it up and run it halfway on the screen, and let's hear what the president had to say. Yeah, buddy, I listened to you.
Yes, as I was saying, she never tried to explain in detail her calculation how Christina get 2 children and they have to pay $200 a day for passage each. My calculations are 400, she said 6. Right?
You know, what is becoming evident? There are only 2 things. The PPP has come back to be the best political party at this time. Things can change. Human beings can change. But there's only 2 explanations. The PPP has come back to be the best party. 3 explanations. And you got to choose it as you get it. So either one, the PPP has come back to be the best option for people. Their experience and everything else has given them that opportunity. The right politicians, behind the scenes, Vice President Jack Diowell behind and in front, and young Irfan Ali leading by example with the people. That's one option. That's as clear and as a matter of fact. The other option is the opposition is a total failure as is seen, and that's a matter of fact. Or
opposition is Guyana's circle.
Or one that gives both sides credence and gives both sides respect. The PPP is deliberate and uniquely misguiding the nation against a stupid party. So both people win, because you blame the PPP and you accept that the PNC is a stupid party. Or the 2 other options, I give them one option that both of them could choose and come and say, well, we take this. Yeah, sir. Or the PPP is the best party at this time for this country, and the PNC is the dumbest party and has the dumbest grouping of Guyanese. Right? Yeah. That's basically it.
My brother.
Yeah, tell me where I get the video.
I'm going to reiterate again. The AP and UAFC, or CNC, AP and UAFC, is Guyana's 4th circus. They're very talented people. Talented in making their own people a sponge. Excuse my language. Right? I think, hello?
Yeah, yes, sir, there.
I think the PNC, the intellectuals of the PNC went to the University of Fuckers. Because when you listen to them, you want to know how could intelligent or intellectuals of persons with intellectual credentials, right? Or credentials in
My brother,
academia.
let me simplify it for you. Let me simplify it for you. Because even myself and yourself as regular man in the street are using terms that is confusing the man out there, right? Because like we're rising to intellectual stupidity too. Let me break it down for you. Look at the history. Look at Amanda Nazir, what's your name? Look at David Hines. Look at Ganesh Maipal. Look at Shara Duncan. Patterson. Here, don't get confused. Patterson. Take it light. You're breaking up bad when you're talking there. If you look at these people, they have not done anything in their personal life of worth. Now, there are a few. Kemraj Ramjitan is a successful lawyer. Nagamutu was a successful lawyer even before he got the opportunity that he got. There are some. But this new crop here, sir, is total waste. There's hustlers, strugglers, a set of conmen, a set of women, you understand, that trying to pass off like they're smart. Nobody else they want them in normal life. They gone in politics to find importance. Simple.
But what he asking you just now, Ganesh, my parents say he's 53 years of age and I'm 38 this year. But when I look at this man, he looks like shit to something, so I know what's going on there.
Is he mine, man? Is he bad, man? But he's still my friend, eh? Nigel. I hear Nigel. So is it going to be coming up?
I know what's going on there because he's saying he's 33.
I got to speak up. I hear you, Nigel. Roger that.
Right?
So how long is the video with the president speaking? How long is it? What part with the president talking about Turkey and mispronouncing or their claims of mispronunciation? You got that? Get that part from you. And the starting of his speech, which obviously will be positive, I want to hear 25 minutes of the president talking. I don't even listen to myself for 25 minutes, but the president is a good motivator. So, we got to listen to the president. Or you could put it up and just run it forward and backward, but find out where is it. Because the president was sitting at the time that I heard he said Turkey or something like that. Yeah, find out. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. As you were saying. So I think the only thing the opposition is doing right now is conceptualizing a lot of crap. They like to, these people that are going to plant is seeking import something, man.
Edo.
Yeah, Edo, yeah.
Mongon Edo.
Right? Because they don't really make sense right now. And look, I looked at the cricket last night, right? The president and the vice president were at a cricket match last night. And if you see the embrace that they received from the wider Guyanese society,
wow,
would have been
them banners the ideal politicians, eh? And
right?
they're a new brand of politicians who really love the people.
You know what is even more revealing? This apartheid, or this supposed apartheid, emerging apartheid state of what the opposition
claiming
continue to peddle, the facts on the ground is contrary, far from that. Because the majority of the persons, if you look, the majority of the people that embrace how about the president you see,
they love the people didn't know. Let me tell you a story. When the president went to uncover the Eagle, the carrying crew at Mandela Avenue, What look like you there on Molly.
Yeah.
I went, cover it live, then I went and sit down at the side of a pavement. So, some of the people from Rumvelt and so were there. Black girl and Shadata. And black people in general, the majority, 90% of black people, and it's 95%, I would think of black people in this country. 98%. 99% of black people in this country don't share personally the sentiments that the opposition shares. What they do, they share the opposition sentiments. You get me? They personally have never had these experiences of what the opposition is saying, because they're lies. So here what happened, and here how I know that. So I sit down on the pavement, on the road corner, and I saw everybody stand up around and watching the president. The president go for see the eagle, put steroids the Karen Crow, right? The drugged up Karen Crow they put up there. So he gone and taking a picture of people. Now, a black girl in Shadata come back now, stand up in the crowd next to me, and saying, all right, man, the president is a nice man. He smile with me, man. The man all right, man. Now, obviously, they have heard different about the president. You understand? They heard different, and they learned personally different, that the president is a cool guy. The president is a president for all Guyanese. They got black people. You got to see Trump treat black people. You understand? Refuse to shake their hand. You got to see King Charles now. They had a video showing. You failed to even recognize that a black man was standing in front of him to shake his hand. You understand? This disdain. There's racism. There's disrespect. We president, here laugh, if you put on a cap on the president wear a cap all the time and a shades. The president, as black as any black man in this country, you can't know that he was an Indian, that he's Indian. The president is as black as any black man in this country. No.
But sir, if you do a research, a genetical research, right? And I would have known this because of a renowned anthropologist who did a research on the genealogy of persons who live along the Indian Ocean coast, starting from East Africa, India, Southeast Asia, and Australia. They all have one DNA. Okay, and if you go farther back into history,
I seen a black screen here. What's seen a black screen for? If I ain't got nothing for put up, don't put up nothing.
yeah,
Jesus Christ,
if you go back into history, what we know as East Indians, they have the same DNA, they are the same people. You know, if you go into East Africa, there are Hindus in East Africa, black Hindus, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So a lot of people they're not I wouldn't say familiar or sensitized.
Well, don't worry with Dwayne, Nigel. If you can't do something, you just tell me. Don't try to do it and fail at it. I is not opposition participant partner. If you can't make it, say you can't make it. Don't put it up there in a half black screen and everybody wants to know what we're doing.
Right? So the point I'm trying to make is that a lot of persons would say that they have no factual basis here. Right? And a lot of people, if you look at what has happened since the PPP in power, is that the opposition, well, they're not instrumental anymore. I'm telling you that because the evidence is unfolding itself every day. That whatever they're doing and whatever they say, it can only captivate the mind of a small minority. Not a minority, a small minority. Because when they go into these villages and they seek to mobilize people, they can't even enchant people with nothing that comes from them. Because nothing that they say or they do or they try to stir up this hysteria, which is a making of their own self or within the self, it makes no sense because nobody is gravitated by those sentiments.
Here what is the worry? Here what is the worry? The opposition continues to bring shame to this country. How so? You imagine when politicians are going to come to lambaste their president on the international market only to find out that they're ignorant. The Americans, the Turkish people want to know what kind of people are in Guyana. What level of ignorance is this? Because the Turkish people know what the country name. The Turkish people know that for the first time, or one of the first times on the international scene, their country's name has been respected and pronounced in a manner suitable for them. Only to hear or see. You imagine the international analysts, the Chinese looking on and realizing there's a set of ignoramus that in this country as opposition. That's what we got to deal with. That's the embarrassment that the president has to continue to go across the world to save us.
You know how these people stoop so low? The last time when the president, I think, when the chief or somebody from the Emirates state came here, and the president was dressed in its traditional Muslim clothing, right? They had a problem with that. How the president... Now, who is this man? This man is a Muslim. He's not Christian, he's not Hindu. So how we got dressed? How we supposed to dress? That's all?
Ignorance, boy.
If you is the head of the army of Guyana and dressed like the American, like an American general, will you be dressed in an American military fatigue? I don't think so. You have to dress according to your country, or what represents your country. What is the symbol of your country? I never see a leopard or a snake when he changes his skin, he put down a leopard skin. I never see a iguana put on a snake skin.
I hear you, bro.
You know, so you got to go so low to explain to these people, brother. Honestly, you know, it's not no big bright guy, and I could, you know, it's like, it's left me amazed, man. Like I feel like some university graduate, my brother.
Here now, you just feel like a university graduate? I feel like a rocket scientist when I'm making a fool of them.
When I listen to that radio, all I could do was laugh. Imagine me alone in the house and I bust out some big laugh. Guyana is a comic show I'm looking at. Guyana is what do you call it? These family battles. The man song was the oracle. Because every time when the man for the soon tell you about the election, the man start he gets start trembling. Yeah? And this man said and he was old enough to say that he gets a scholarship from the government.
The boy is just wicked and vile.
Very honest enough to say that.
Bro.
I don't know. I don't think they will be in power. They will ever assume or ever.
Not in my lifetime. Not in my lifetime.
You know,
I'm all for the third force. Give people.
You know how Harmony said during the election empathy that the PPP would never see the power. He was definitely right. He meant his own party would never see the power. Trust me. With that type of stupidity and ignorance. Ignorance is not even the appropriate word.
Bro, we give them people enough time. Today, I definitely on the treadmill, and as times in my life when I'm down, I just, reprogram and decide this is the new path I'm taking. This is what I do to motivate me. So, we talk. I'm fed up talking with the opposition. Safe. Raja, let me read my comments and see messages and see what's going on here. And you could call on 622-7740 and please send me the details if you can. You're doing a great job. Where do I bought those vests? You go any store and buy vest, man. While you're riding, go in. No, wait. Shelly, and cuss your ass. Shelly got some nice bacon saltfish there. Huh. This is the video. This is a video of I done with them. The opposition is some fools. Good morning, Critic. You need to wear boots and socks. You're gonna hurt your foot, man. No, treadmill don't work for me. I do a lot of walking and climbing and all the things. I know what works and what don't work. So you could call or WhatsApp on 622-7740 if you got some input this morning. I want to thank you all for tuning into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. The opposition continue to make themselves fools. My pain is not the opposition. My pain is the supporters who blindly follow them. You can't say their supporters are stupid. Their supporters have not been given a real opportunity to see what love and affection is like. Their supporters suffer from a syndrome where the victim becomes in love with the abuser. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. Most PNC supporters, you have a lot of people follow the PNC, but supporters suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. O.C. Rogers tried to put it in that context to suggest that when you join the PNC, it gets stupid. You don't get stupid. You don't actually get stupid. What happens is you're abused so much that you start liking and loving the abuse. Right? It is a method that has seen many women being abused by their husband, and they go along with it. It is just that that method of abuse and control of the victim is being used by the opposition, predominantly the PNC. The AFC are more of a group of cons who came and misled the middle class and the intellectual, right? And gave them the hope that through the AFC they will have an opportunity or a say, right? So we were, Guyanese in general, misled by the AFC, misled, deceived. You realize it was a set of con men who only wanted power. The AFC has now enshrined itself and has been portraying ways similar to those of the PNC. So that is what we have to contend with, right? And the people I am worried about. The opposition politicians, they're no worry to me. What I ask the people, ask yourself, the people who, why you don't listen to your mother? Why do you prefer to listen to an artist in a song? Why don't you pay respect to your mother? Because you see, your mother and your father has failed. You see it, that's the truth. I left home because of that. I see my mother was failing in her life. I aspired to be more and I roll out. Yes, sir. These are some difficult truths that we don't want to accept. Look at the poor man. Why the poor girl is run off? For make she life. Because she sees her mother's failed and she think she could do better. It's not just because of love. Smart kids, they stay back and wait till the family dead and fight for inheritance. Yeah, this is a smart thing to do. Yes, and most of them run off and they become nothing too. So if you don't follow your parents, why? Because they're failures. Why do you follow the opposition? Ask opposition leaders outside of politics, what experience would they have had Look at Barjagio. Do you know why Barjagio is so successful? Do you know why Barjagio could hold Guyana like this and run it and know everything that is going on in every crease and crevice of this country? When he needs to, he goes, because Guyana, like the back of his hand. Guyana is like the back of Jagdio's hand. Hey, what's up? Hello? Hey, morning, we're going there. What time you get at the hotel? What time is at the hotel? Who we? Alright. Safe. Oh, alright. But call me when you got time. Safe. Massive. Well, call me when you got time and slack up. Roger. Cool. Yeah. Why follow losers? And I continue to ask that. This is a thing that you need to enact in your life. You left home because you think there were shortcomings. You think you know more than your mother and your father. I thought I knew more than my mother. Fortunately, I didn't have the experience that my mother had, but I've come to know more about Guyana politics, race, and everything else. A little more than my mother. And I show that, I portray that. Right? Still respect to my mother for bringing me up a certain way. What I ask people is, why do you follow stupid people? And who are the politics? Ask Norton what experience he has. Do you know that the now president of this country was the Minister of Housing and the Minister of Business? Do you know that? That is where his experience comes from. Do you know that the now Vice President, Barajabio, was a finance minister and then the longest sitting president in the history of Guyana? More experience than anybody else. Now you got to do comparative analysis to successes with politicians and failure. Right? I'm not telling you to choose. I'm telling you, I'm laying down some facts to you. I'm not telling you who to vote for. Right? We ain't talking about voting. We're talking about facts. Do you know that Granger has been a military man all his life? Head of military that can't be considered to have, been successful with anything? Do you know that? Are you aware of that? That Granger before becoming one of the biggest failures for a president in this country, he failed. He headed up the pinnacle of his life before. His biggest failure was heading up an army that it really win at nothing. We just got an army from say we got an army. We never win the war. You understand? We got a couple of soldiers going to crime and all kind of things. The high point of the army is, soldiers going to rob people and all kind of thing. Rape girl in the bush and so. You understand? We don't get no accolades for nothing else. So, when you see Norton, Ganesh, now again, Ganesh just had a stint. Sherrod Duncan just had a stint at power. They were part of the last government. They just had a stint and they failed miserably. One has to ask oneself, why support them? They're good showmen. They could put on a show. Norton needs to bring down the UFC down here with the hard face. You gotta do some boxing. You understand? Do some fighting. Look angry. You understand? Express your anger. Norton doesn't need to be a politician. Norton needs to be a UFC fighter. That's what Norton needs to be. A UFC fighter. Bring UFC together, make money. Me gonna come out, allow you to beat me up. You're gonna make money, you're gonna win games. We're gonna put on a show for the country. But a politician, A politician? What kind of politician you is? Yeah, bring a glass of water for me, boy. What politician he could be? Eh? Angry bird? I hear you. A bottle of water. Yeah. They have to find a car named for nothing. Angry bird. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Y'all continue to follow these failed leaders. Y'all follow them. Me not follow them. I'm pushing the door as far as it could go, but just watch the killer. Yeah. MMA. Nothing gonna be an MMA fighter. No, not MMA, man. It's MMA. UFC, man. I want to kick you in your head and thing. Kick you and bust up your mouth. Bust up your head. You understand? Like I see a girl get lashed in her head with a ball. If she paying attention to cricket, she watching her phone and she there by cricket. And the ball not she in she head. You gotta be careful when you go to cricket. Pay attention to the cricket. Pay attention to the cricket. I mean, UFC, man. UFC. Now I think I become a UFC. It's UFC? It's UFC, man. It's MMA. It's MMA or UFC? UFC, man. You understand? They kick a mini goodie. Yeah. Huh? Oh, MMA is a part of UFC. Oh, alright. Yeah. Big stupid banner. Just the girl leading a set of people for mislead black people. When black people get the opportunity now for really rise up and make something for themselves, go and get house lot for the BB. Now what them? Go and get house lot. Buy car from BM Sort. Go BM Sort, you pay long little bit of money. You understand? You get car, develop yourself. Tell your daughter, your son, for go join up for gold. There's so much going on in this country this time. Educate yourself. Work on a first degree. With a first degree, doors open for you. You understand how you believe you're getting a first degree now? 2 hours, 3 hours of study a day online home. So many online courses. Gold got so many free courses. You understand? For go listen to people like Narton, who fail in their whole life. Never done anything but fail. For come tell people them want country for run. What you going on in this country in 2 years, partner? While Suriname, people protesting out cost of living hard. Cost of living hard, hey. But we willing we way through it. We still surviving, sporting, living happy like everybody else. Eh? For nothing for coming tell like a racism. There is racism everywhere in the world. They got apartheid, not an ounce in Guyana. Let it bring exports. Let it bring black South Africans. Let the study Guyana bring people who know about apartheid to come and show what evidence that there's apartheid in Guyana. That's what they gotta do. Huh? Where the apartheid there? The apartheid there in Congress Place. Y'all follow them people. Y'all want to suffer? You follow them. You follow them and suffer. Me ain't got time with that boy. If when they get rich this year, next year not pass, cause me not born as no sufferer. No. I follow the PNC. They protesters. You know the PNC got young protesters. Next election, the PNC will have people protesting in the wheelchair. A set of old hands there protesting for the PNC. And when you go back and find out, they ain't got nothing to show for it. The whole life they've been PNC, and they have nothing to show for it. This water that stays. You know, I used to do water at time, right? I used to do water. Premium water is mine. Yeah. So, when I look at this Blue Spring water, let's drink it, you know. Some water is not supposed to have taste, smell, nor color. That's the first thing. So, the first thing you do is smell, you don't get anything, and then it tastes all natural. You got some water would have a high magnesium content, a high iron content, but water in general, bottled water, is supposed to be properly filtered. Yeah. So, Blue Spring Water is one of our sponsors, and I could attest to the water, because I ain't saying they're just a sponsor, a drinking the water. Yes, and I use the water too, because I ain't able to study nothing, quality assurances and all those things. I ain't able to study that part. I need to make sure I drinking good thing, eating good thing, and living good. We got some problem with the internet, or just me phone. Okay, all right. Yeah, so. You sure, boy? Well, data must sit down, Pondo. Yeah, I'll follow them people. Yeah, I'll try with them. The president is doing an exceptionally great job. I don't compare the president to other presidents. I compare the president to my drive and other people in his cabinet. There's some failures in the president's cabinet, but I think he'll see them and make amends to them. The health sector needs a more vibrant leadership. That's a matter of fact. I don't think the health minister is worthy of the position that he's given. Obviously, when there is a shaking up or adjustment to cabinet, you can't tell me they were able to pick people. The PPP was able to pick everybody, right? Nothing is perfect in life. So how you could pick and know that this is the best body? When you put them there, you see, they fail. And there was a failure of the PNC. They hold out for people who ain't worth shit. You understand? No, you can't do that. The health sector needs somebody more vibrant at the head of the sector. Yeah, so. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Critic, it's me again. I want to run three things by you. I was watching the show the other night with you and Gildari and Critic. And I heard you mention you were trying to get hold of the Minister of Health.
Yeah.
You cornered him on certain issue and you were unable to get hold of him.
Yeah, you don't see phone. He always busy. He always in a meeting at the head of a failing sector.
That guy is a failure in the healthcare system. He fails. I see the president and the vice president going around talking about healthcare and what they're doing in the healthcare sector. I have never ever seen that guy come and face the media and face his tough questions.
Well, brother, facing the media, let me tell you, facing the media, him not facing the media might just mean that he has poor showmanship, to give him credit. But if you look across, remember I go across this country, failing x-ray machine at Mabaruma that don't work. I said people walking around with broken bones. You understand? People reaching out for help, and you see the system like it's falling apart. Bartica complain of shortage of doctors. The system seems to be falling apart. And you still can't come and not even an excuse you could get from the Minister of Health. You understand?
The Minister of Health is a complete failure. Since that guy go into that position, I have never seen he done nothing. All he talks about pandemic and vaccine. That's it. He don't talk anything concerning the people of Guyana and their healthcare system. And the government are spending billions of dollars on the public system as we speak. And if
600 million US on 30 million dollar hospitals, state-of-the-art hospitals across the country. Can a man like that head that sector? No, I would want to think the president is seeing, and decisions would be made to make sure that amends is made. There's a powerful sector that needs true leadership.
Exactly. The people of Guyana are suffering, brother. I know. You and
We deserve better.
If I come to Guyana and I get sick, we go to the private system and we get better. The poor people who can't afford, these doctors coming in, contracted by the government, working at the public system, minimum hours, minimum service they offer to the people that go there in the public system, lure these people to go to private and gouge them and get into their pocket and make them pauper.
Brother, all I'm saying, there's no shortage of finances by the government being poured into the healthcare system, but the healthcare system continues to fail, so it is obviously the leadership. Because you don't hear nothing from the leadership. You don't hear, well, things are coming, things will be fixed. It is completely mute. You can't get on to the health minister. We don't know what is going on. The country, healthcare is falling apart.
That's a shame. That's a shame. I'm watching it from over here, and I know I got family and friends who are running into this issue. They're going to the public system and they're sending them home. And you go to the private, you run into the same doctors there and telling you that they want $200,000, $300,000 to do some surgery or some treatment.
There is no shortage or unwillingness by the government to pour funds into the healthcare system for equipment, for new hospitals, 10 new hospitals at 30 million US each. But there's a failing management system. Needs change.
I think there is a collaborative efforts with the public system and the private system. There is a collaborative effort there to rip people off, because the public system has everything.
I don't think there's a collaboration, but yes, the same doctors that work in the private system works in the public system. So,
but they're not giving the hours of service in the public system.
I don't think the public can pay you for now. Your man is management, man. It comes back to management.
My brother, listen. When a government contracted doctors to come into the country, they're obligated to put in the hours and work for the government.
Bro,
the
here.
system are using the public system to bring the doctors in the country, and the government are allowing them to leave their job and go work private. Many times you got appointment going there to see the doctor, and next thing you know, the doctor is not coming today. They're busy at private.
I hear you, bro. Here up now. I'm at the end of my hour, so we can talk later.
I want to give you 2 quick heads up too. Very quick, 1 minute. The Ministry of Education are doing a fantastic job, but still, there is failure in the system to enforce children going to school. And if they're not, with all these grants and everything that's giving to them, they're not going to school, hold the children, hold the parents accountable.
My brother, the children who go to school get grants. The Ministry of Education don't give children grants who are absent from school. So, just for clarification.
Many of them don't go to school like to the amount. And the Ministry of Human Services is a failure too. How many more women and children got to die and abused, and everybody that got right.
Well, you got to start, before you start with the Ministry of Social Service, I think you should start with your pundits and your pastors them first. Because that's where your family going to put their money first. Wanting to get free advice and everything else for the Minister of Social Security. Because I meet these women too. Every day they come with a different story. The man beat them. He didn't beat you the last time. He didn't learn the last time. No. Every day is an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. But when they get phone calls and something happens, they said they never receive a call.
Partner, you gotta look at the statistics. The amount of reports that are taken in, the workload of the officers there. No, I'm not representing that ministry, but because I'm on the streets and I know the attitude and the behavior of Guyanese, I know that the wanting of the Ministry of Social Security doesn't outweigh the lackings of the public and the people. Because they run the church, they act in a certain way. You understand? When they get their ass cut, they run and they think Social Security is the person who's supposed to take care of all my problems. And when you're advised, like when you go to the police, it would get frustrated, girl. Left this man, go and get one job and so. No, she can't. It's better for them with this man and take 2 licks a day and no work. You said 3 things. What's the 3rd thing?
That's the Human Services and the Ministry of Education, and we talk about Mr. Frank Anthony.
Roger that. I hear you, bro. We talk. Cool.
Thanks, brother.
Safe. Welcome. Yeah. So, I'm going to just wind down for 2 minutes here. I gone over my hour with y'all, and I hear you. So Coel is gonna have his fitness program next, and I should have been. This morning is live. Okay, cool. Let me wind down. Let me wind down for 2 minutes. Let me just stop just like that. You continue to get complaints about Best Hospital. It's a disaster. Nobody goes there and says anything. Huh? Maternity wards people are complaining about. Anything? Anybody saying anything, man? Nah, man. Healthcare has been found wanting. And you can't get onto them. I try to get onto the man for explain certain things, maybe get certain things. If you let me say, me want nothing, why you look like I want? Why you look like I want? Huh? If not, he call you. I can understand he call you for Koti Sungu. Right? Me want nothing. Me alright. Me comfortable. Why could I want for the healthcare minister? Always busy. And the whole healthcare system falling apart. Every day is a problem with them. So guys, have a nice day. Take care. Remember, health is wealth. And we just did it together. An hour together. I want to thank you for tuning into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. Oh, yeah. You guys, take care.